Hi beautiful people, how are you doing? Welcome back to Reality with Brenda, where we keep life real and honest. If you're watching me for the first time, please feel welcome and feel loved because we love guests here. If you are familiar to this face, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so and click that bell so that you may be notified when I upload another video. So today is another beautiful day with another beautiful video and another beautiful conversation. If you see me sitting here, guys, you know that it's our story time. Yeah, so let's have some funny or not funny, like maybe a real talk, a real conversation. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about a 22-year-old girl. So guys, if you are wondering why I want to talk about something like this, it's because I've been hearing people saying this and this. I've been seeing people like say things that about a 22-year-old girl, but I don't know if. So I want to talk about this so that you guys can give me your honest opinion of, or you give me you tell me what you think about about a 22-year-old girl. So people say that a 22-year-old girl is supposed to be somewhere in her mother's house, is supposed to be in school, she's supposed to be enjoying her life, going out on a date and doing all the fun things, like maybe partying with friends and everything. I never had something like that because maybe I was busy with something else in my life. I don't know. Yeah, so me as 22 years, I was already someone's mother. I was already a parent. I was already someone's wife. So I don't know those things a lot. But you guys, I mean, what should a 22-year-old girl be doing? How would you advise your daughter or your younger sister or something? What is a what do you think a 22-year-old girl can be is supposed to be doing in her life at 22, let's say at from 18 to let's say 25? Because I was married at 20, and at 21 I was already a mother, and I was turning 22 years. So I was like, actually I was 21, I was turning 22. So I've been let's say that, like, if I follow what people say, I wasted my years. I wasted the years that I was supposed to enjoy, maybe to do things like, people say that if you skip that part, if you skip that part, you're going to do it maybe when you are older. You see, like a 40-year-old woman behaving like a 20-year-old girl. A 40 or a 50 years old woman behaving like a teenager, behaving like a 22-year-old girl, like 25. They say that those are the things that they skipped while they were growing up. But for me, I don't think I will. Me, I'm living my life as me. I can do. I can enjoy myself when I'm still a parent. So I don't. But people say that you will regret later. 22, you're not supposed to be. But I support it. I kind of support it because when you are at that age, you fall in love too much. Like you love deeply because you're still a kid, and once you are maybe you have been broken up or something, someone broke your heart. Yeah, moving on is not easy. Can be really hard for you because you loved too deep. So like for me, I'm still struggling with that thing because I was that those are the moment that I was so much in love. So I lost the person, but I still I don't want to move on. I just want to be here. Those are the side effect of being of yeah, for being of in being in love with at the me, I started, when I was growing up, my mother used to tell me that, not me alone, my mother used to tell us as together with my sisters, because we have we in our family, we have like five, is it five, yeah, five girls and two boys. But when you are still growing up, because those what these ones are still, I'm not counting the one that are young now. I'm talking about us when we were still growing up. We were like old. This old of us. English is Englishing. I'm talking about me, my sister, my younger sister, and my older sister. My firstborn and the secondborn and my third. My younger sister who is following me is the third one. So as like we are, the difference is only 2 years. My sister is born in 1997. I was born in 1999. My younger sister was born in 2002. So so my mother used to tell us that I don't want grandkids. I've never raised them. I've never my mother has never raised a grandkid, so I'm not going to raise a grandkid. So you should be careful and you should be taking care of yourself. So I used to know that. I used to remember those words very well. So I never wanted anything to do with coincided. It was funny. Like I can pass by somewhere, and when I see like their boys sitting somewhere, maybe chilling and everything. Even if I was going to a shop and the shop was maybe next to those boys, I could use another route. So I can go back and use another long route so that I can get to that shop without coming near this boys. So that was the situation, because I used to fear men a lot. I used to fear boys a lot because I just want to be a good girl. So I was a good girl. Yes, we were, both of us, my sisters and I, were good girls. So we never wanted anything to do with boys. Funny. So when I was when I was 17 now, I don't know what made me. I think I was too idle. And I wanted to experience this, like I used to see people being in love. They were, the way they were treating each other. I don't know if they were happy, but I used to see happiness in people, in young girls like me, and so I wanted to try. So I tried, but I tried it with a wrong person. That boy was playboy. Yeah, so that was my first boyfriend. Others are my friends, but this one was my first boyfriend. So I was 17, and it didn't last for. I think it lasted for maybe 2 months. If it's 2 months, but I don't know. But it's 2 months because that boy used to follow me everywhere because he always wanted me to get back with him. I didn't want, so I decided now to move from that town, and I went somewhere else. That's when I found my person now, and I was 18. I was 18, and that was the person that I stayed with since 2018. I turned 19 in 2018 October. I was with that person since 2018 till 2020. So I don't know. So I understand, because I'm very sure if that person could still be alive today, I will still be there till till we get old together, because we are perfect. Because we are perfect. I know that I don't know if I was still young or but I know we were perfect because we understood each other very well, and if if things were maybe not right, because he was like maybe older. He was, yeah, he was older with 5 years. So he was born in 1994. I was born 99. So the age difference was 5 years. 5 years is enough because he was. I think we were married when he came to my parents' house to ask for approval. I was 21 and he was 26. So he was like maturing up. Yeah, and if we were still young, our parents would have maybe said no. They could have said no, but they supported us, and we. So I don't think if it's at that. I don't think if there's a time I went somewhere. And the funny thing is, me and my mom, we gave birth to at the same time. As in my mom gave birth to our last born on 24th of June, and I gave birth to my daughter at on 29th of June. So the difference of 4 to 5 days. So I remember I went somewhere, and I told someone asked me, are these your twins? And I said, no, this one is my daughter and this one is my brother. And they are the same age. So that person, the other person had us talking. She was a woman, and she was like, those women that were unlikely to, maybe those women who like to. I think that woman gave birth to her firstborn was like, her firstborn was around 3 years, because I saw he was a boy, around 3 years, and that woman was in her early 30s. So maybe she gave birth at 30 years, or 929 if, yeah. So she was like, I was like, my mother. We were joking, and I told that man said, why did you give birth to your mother at the same time? And I was like, my mother, maybe it was an accident, because my mother, maybe she's the one that went too far. And that lady said that, no, you are the one who went too far, because she asked me, at what age did you give birth to your daughter? I told her that I gave birth to my daughter when I was 21. He was like, you see, you are the one who went too far. You rushed things so a lot, like you rushed things. You could have waited until you were 25 or 26, because 21 is too young. And I was like, I didn't give birth to my mother's house, so why would you tell me that it was too late? She told me that you rushed things a lot, because she told me, you being at 20, because that time I was 24. You being at 24 and your mother giving birth to your last born brother means that your mother is not old. But by the way, my mother she has turned 44 this year. So she was like 39 when she was giving birth to my baby brother. So she told me that 39 is too young. She was right. She did the right thing to give birth to her last one, but you embarrassed your mother. So I now began to ask myself, why would people say like 21 is too young? Maybe I don't know. But nowadays, nowadays it's not like they're not like how things used to be in our in our mother's generations and everything. In our mother's time and everything, things are really changing nowadays. You can, even nowadays people are giving birth to when they're. I saw some lady giving birth at 15. Our mother used to, like things are now going to turn out like how they used to be before, because in our grandmother's time, they used to give birth at a young age. In our mother's time, yes, my mother was still young, but she gave birth to us. She gave birth to my firstborn sister when she was 15 or 14, and when she gave birth to me, she was like 16. So and things are like, maybe things are changing, so because we are now going to that the same thing that people are giving now birth at 15 and 17. So when I see people, I see girls giving birth at 17, and I gave birth when I was 21. I don't see the I don't see the mistake there. I didn't do anything wrong. So it's like I don't support the idea of saying that you're at 22 you're now supposed to be maybe married, you're not supposed to give birth, you're not supposed to be like in love with one person. You're supposed to be moving here, and I saw someone saying that you're 22, you're supposed to be dating like 4 men, not sleeping with them like that, but just dating 4 men. One, because you can go to relate with one, and when you have two things or two people in your life, you will know what you want. But when you have one, you will not differentiate because you have one thing. But when you have to choose, you have to choose which one is you're going to use today, which one fits you well, But there's one for sure that you don't like, so that one is like that. This one that you don't like, and once you study them, you know what you want, and you will choose one to settle with, yeah. So I don't know what you take on this. I don't know what is your take on this. Do you support the idea of 22-year-old culture supposed to be somewhere enjoying life, or you support the idea, you support me saying that she should do anything that makes her happy? Tell me what you think. And so thank you for watching this video.